Hello student, good morning. So today I am going to start new chapter work, energy and power. In this chapter we shall study different topics. So that topics are firstly introduction part, second work, kinetic energy, work energy theorem. Okay. Third is the work done by a variable force. Variable force. And fourth is a work energy theorem. For variable force. Okay. Fifth is the concept of potential energy. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Now sixth one is the conservation of mechanical energy. Okay. And seventh is potential energy of a spring. Okay. Next, various forms of energy. Law of conservation of energy. Next topic is power, and last topic collision. Okay, so these are some topics so we shall study in this chapter. So first topic is introduction part. I mean, what is your work, what is the energy, their power. And second topic is work, kinetic energy, work energy theorem. Third, work done by a variable force. Fourth, work energy theorem for variable force. Fifth, the concept of potential energy. Sixth, the conservation of mechanical energy. Seventh, potential energy of a spring. Okay. 8 number, various forms of energy and law of conservation of energy. And 9th, power. And 10th, collisions. Okay. So today I am going to start with introduction part. So firstly, what is the work? We already know that the formula of work is force into displacement. Okay, work is a scalar quantity. Okay. Here, so what we do here? So we take any box of mass m and we place this box on horizontal plane, rough horizontal plane. Okay, so we applied force on this box. Okay, we applied force. F is a applied force on this box. Okay, but this box does not move. Okay, this box does not move when we applied force. This is a applied force. Okay, so how much work did this box? So this box did not work because displacement is 0 here. Okay, so here there is no displacement. If displacement is equal to 0, then work will be 0. Okay, we applied continuous force on this body, that is the force 10 Newton. Okay, but this body does not move, then work will be 0. Okay, but when we applied more force on this body, I mean 100 Newton. Okay, so when this box starts moving due to the applied force F and covered some distance and reached a new position, if this position is A and when applied force 100 Newtons, then this body reach at new position, that is a point, position B here, and it covers some distance S. Okay, so then work will be F into displacement. Okay, so what is the work F? 100 newtons. and displacement s. Okay, so work is equal to 100 s. Okay, if we take s is equal to 10 meter, then work is equal to 1000 joule. Okay, so basically when displacement is equal to 0, work is equal to 0. Okay, so what we do here, I repeat again. So here we take any body and we put this body on a rough plane, a rough horizontal plane. Okay, so when applied force, F is the applied force on this body, but this body does not move, then it does not cover any displacement, so work done will be 0 here, work is equal to 0 here. But when we applied force on this body and this body starts moving in the direction of force and cover some distance as, and this body reach at new position B, then work will be force into displacement, force into displacement, displacement we take as here. Okay, so if the force is given here 100 Newton, we put the value of 100 Newton and displacement as is already given here 10 meter. So finally work will be 1000 joule. So we can write its definition. So work, okay, in physics the meaning of work, is if a force is applied on a body, if a force is applied on a body and body gets displaced, and body gets displaced in the direction of force, in the direction of force, then it is said that work is done. Okay, so in physics the meaning of work is if a force is applied on a body and a body gets displaced in the direction of force, then it is said that work is done. So force is always required for doing work. Okay, when a force is applied on an object gets displaced in the direction of force, then the product of force and displacement provides the work done. Okay, work done is equal to force into displacement. Okay, dot product. Okay, where D is the distance between position of the body. Okay, force is always required for doing work. So when the force is applied on an object and object gets displaced in the direction of force, then product of force and displacement, both are vector quantities. Okay, and here we take dot product, force dot D. Okay, dot product, and we already know that dot product of two vectors, magnitude value of F, magnitude value of D, and cos theta, angle between both of these F and D. Okay. Now we discuss units of work. Okay. So unit of work in MKS system. We already know that the formula work is equal to force into displacement. Okay. The unit of force is Newton and unit of displacement is meter. Okay. And Newton meter is equal to joule. Okay. Unit of work in series system. Okay, is equal to, we use the formula here, work is equal to force into displacement. Okay, we take a displacement into form as. Okay, the unit of force in series system is dyne and displacement centimeter. Okay, so dyne into centimeter is equal to R. Okay. Okay. So what is a 1 joule work? What is a 1 joule work? Okay. If a force of 1 Newton, displaces the body by 1 meter in the direction of applied force, but we write here only force, then the work done is 1 joule. Okay, we already use the formula. Okay, force into displacement. Okay, so work, the unit of work is joule. Okay, so we can write here 1 joule. Okay, so how it get? So when force is equal to 1 and D is equal to 1 into 1 we get 1. Okay, so here if a force of 1 Newton, okay, force is a 1 Newton, displace the body by 1 meter in the direction of force, then work done is 1 joule. Our next topic is relation between joule and erg. Relation between joule and erg. Okay, work is equal to force into displacement. Okay, so 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter. Okay, so work is equal to 1 joule. It means that we take 1 Newton force and 1 meter body displaced 1 meter. Okay, so 1 joule is equal to, so 1 Newton, so we write here 1 Newton in the form of kg meter per second square. Okay, Newton is a unit of force. Okay, so 1 Newton we can write here 1 kg meter per second square. Okay, and here meter into 1 meter. So we write here 1, so kg. Okay, so we write here only the 1 kg. So 1 kg into meter square second minus 2. Okay, 1 kg, and we can write here 1000 gram, and meter 100 centimeter. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter, equal to 1000 into, okay, and here gram centimeter square second to the power minus 2. Okay, finally how many zeros are there? 10 to the power 7. Okay, gram centimeter square second to the power minus 2, and it becomes erg. Okay, so 10 to the power 7 erg. Okay, so finally 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power 7 erg. Okay, 1 joule Cg, SI unit, MKS, and that is CGS. Okay, we write here MKS unit also. So relation between joule and erg. 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power 7 erg. Okay, so now we see its dimensional formula. dimensional formula of work. Okay, work is equal to force into displacement, and we already know that the dimension formula of force mLT to the power minus 2, and dimensional formula for displacement, that is L. Okay, finally mL square T to the power minus 2. Dimensional formula of work is equal to mL square T to the power minus 2. Our next topic is work done by the constant force acting at angle theta. Okay, suppose a body is placed on a rough horizontal surface, and the position of this body, we take this position A. Okay, and the applied force working on this body which make an angle theta with horizontal. Okay, and this body displaced some distance due to this applied force and reach at new position B. Okay, so now we have to find the work done. Okay, I repeat again what we do here. So if any box placed on a rough horizontal surface, okay, and someone is pulling the box with a string. Okay, this is like a string, and someone pulling this box, okay, with this string, and this box started moving along horizontal due to this applied force and cover some distance as. Okay, so look at this image. So applied force is making some angle theta with horizontal. So now we resolve this force into two components. Okay, so this component is F cos theta and another component is F sin theta. Okay, so now we have to find the work done, and we already know that work done is equal to force into displacement. Okay, so we can write here F dot D in this form. Okay, so here work is equal to F cos theta dot D. Okay, we take here the distance S, so we can write here S. Okay, so here the motion of the body done in horizontal directions. Okay, so there is no motion in vertical direction. Okay, and this body change their position from one point to another point, from A to B along horizontal direction. Okay, so due to which component of force has this body worked? So only horizontal component worked here, this component. Okay, I mean the body displaced in horizontal directions and no displacement in vertical directions. Okay, therefore no work done in vertical direction, only work done in horizontal direction here. Okay, so this is the formula, and work is a scalar quantity. Work is a scalar quantity.